right center. That ball is gone into Monument Park.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the 37th episode of the Monument Park podcast. We're back, okay? I have a little explaining to do. The last episode was in middle of August, and we're sitting here October 10th. I apologize. We've had a lot going on. Me personally have had a lot going on, but we're here. It's October baseball, baby. The New York Yankees won the American League East, and now they're going to be facing off against the Cleveland Guardians, who have just beaten the Tampa Bay Rays in the Wild Card Series. There are postseason feels, and this is the first postseason since I want to say 2019. You know, there's only been two since, where I feel pretty darn confident about the team going in. This team's better than 2019. I think the teams that we have to go through are weaker than 2019. And I think if there's ever a year, it's this one. I say it every year. I said it last year, but this team has got to do it. It just has. It has to. Like, there's too much on the line, and it's bad. So, like, if we don't win, I think this team is going to go into full rebuild mode. So we got to come in with a positive mindset and just take it game by game, night by night, and hopefully come out on top. Luke, you know, we've been talking. You know, we're still buddies. We talk every day, but we haven't talked on the podcast. So, Luke, tell the people how you are doing.
I'm doing good. I'm trying to think what's happened since last time that has changed, because the one thing about this season, there hasn't been as much fluctuation as it is in a normal year. Usually every 2 weeks or so, there's some completely different takes to be made, different variables. And there has been that to an extent. Like IKF, for example, has turned it around significantly, not on the defense, but on the offense. And that is something that's changed where my opinion is altered slightly. But in general, I haven't had a big change in feeling about this season. Like you said in the intro, this is since 2018, this is the most talented team we've had. 2019, we had all like the heart, we had the story. We just lacked talent, it felt like. And also, you said that the teams we faced haven't been as good. The Houston Astros are incredible. They're not as good as they were in 2019. So, and we have veteran presence with postseason experience. So that's another thing that could come into play. And we're definitely not going to be favorited in more than probably this series, depending how far we go. Like, this is going to be the only series that we're favorites in, but there's only 3 series left that we need to win. So it's not going to, I was expecting to just be favorited in every series. So I think we have it all ahead of us. We still have a couple things that are question marks. We'll get into DJ LeMahieu. That's a big question mark. I'm pretty upset about that. But other than that, I mean, everything's in front of us. We just have to see how it plays out.
Exactly. And it really proves how important it is to finish as one of the top 2 teams in your league. You know, you win the division, but did you finish in the top 2? You look at, Cleveland. Yeah, they won their division. Yeah, they beat the Rays, but they had to play a whole nother series before getting to the number 2 seed. It could either help you because you get in a groove, or you wasted arms and you're going in a little tired. So I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not confident going to play the Cleveland Guardians. I think we should slap the Cleveland Guardians. I'm not scared one bit. If they end up beating us, so be it. I just think our team is much better than theirs. We beat them during the regular season, so we got to do it again. Like Luke just alluded to, DJ LeMahieu, this was a very, very odd season from, the Yankee utility man. He came in to spring training with a lot to prove, was knocking the cover off the ball in spring training, then got, started the season out cold. And then all of a sudden he really started to hit. And then when it hit like July, he just kind of leveled off. He got hurt and then really hasn't played a whole lot since. So, he really hasn't been able to like find a groove. And that's like been the biggest issue. And now he's got an injury where it's like, even if he played, he wouldn't be 100%. So do we want him playing at all? We still have this guy under contract for, I believe, 3 more seasons. We signed him.
I think 4.
Is it 4? Okay, so yeah, we signed him before 20. So he's played his 2 seasons or 3 seasons. Yeah, maybe it is. No,
Was it before 20? I think it might have been after 20.
You're right. Sorry, it's 4.
No,
It's 4. But the guy's getting old. We still have to look into the future a bit. We've got other guys. I think that's the biggest thing. Is that like if we needed DJ, we could probably send him out DJ. He played the last few games of the season, but he doesn't look right. And that's a problem. So Aaron Boone's got to make that decision. On ESPN, I read that it was up in the air. I guess that's how it was phrased. But it's
don't play him in the DS if he's up in the air.
Yeah, if it's up yeah, exactly.
It's a toe? Like, I don't understand. He might. Like, is his foot broken? Like, I don't understand what's going on. There's been no clarity on the situation at all. It came out in like late July that he had a toe injury, and I was like, all right, like, sure, that's fine. Like, what's going on? It's October 10th, and he's still can't go, and he hasn't played a lot. Like, It's not like we didn't shut him down. In the past, I've been irritated where it's like we've gotten to October and it's like 2 weeks before the year. This guy's just so clearly banged up, and it's like, what are we doing? We rested him. We did great with that this year. We didn't push anybody. Stanton was out for a while. DJ was out for a while. We weathered that because of the great start we had. Still won the division pretty comfortably. And he's still not ready to go. Like, I don't understand. Is turf toe that bad?
Well, that was exactly what I was going to get to. I said
it has to be that.
I was going to say I don't know too much about toes, and that's probably a good thing. But DJ LeMahieu, if it's turf toe, you see it in the NFL. It's like it can be like a 3 to 4 week thing at the worst. I just think the guy has like a broken toe and he needs surgery to fix it. That's what I read today. Is like the guy needs surgery or he won't be 100%. So it's one of those things where
you don't get surgery on a broken toe. I don't think it's like
okay. Then maybe it's something a lot worse than we even.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't understand. They haven't disclosed.
There just hasn't been a lot of clarity on what it is.
They just say toe. Like,
they just say toe. So I don't know.
It's frustrating. It's really frustrating.
It's frustrating because we're down a professional hitter. Luke and I talked a ton about just professional hitters, professional at bats all season long, off season. And losing a guy like DJ is hard because then you got to chalk in somebody who doesn't have that experience. And yeah, DJ's been on the Yankees since 2019, but he has stepped up in the big games. He really has. And like maybe a 70% DJ LeMahieu would be better than what we have right now. So I think what we do is you leave him out of the DS and then you try to bring him back in the CS in a lesser role. Maybe it's a pinch hitting role. I want his bat. We can fill in the defense elsewhere.
I just wanted to touch on, you say he's a professional hitter, and I feel like the common like Twitter thing is just call every veteran a professional. And it really doesn't have to do with age. And it kind of came to clarity as we saw Oswaldo Cabrera come up. Like, yeah, he swings it at every first pitch, no matter where the pitch is or what it is. But it feels like after the first pitch, gives you a professional at bat.
Yeah.
Like he takes off speeds in the dirt. He's not waving at everything. He's waiting for his pitch. He's trying to put the ball in play, and he's like young. And then on the other end, you have Josh Donaldson, who's like 60 years old, and he could not be less of a professional at bat.
Right.
Like he's just getting up there trying to hit every single pitch as hard as he can. So I think if Oswaldo Cabrera didn't come in and do what he's done, we would be feeling this a lot more. But we know he can slide it and provide us that professional at bat that we're losing in DJ. And we also lost in Benintendi, which is another problem. But we're going to talk lineup later. And I feel like there's a lot of things that we have some rabbits to pull out of the hat, I feel like, with like Carpenter and stuff. I just think there's a lot of different ways we can handle this.
I completely forgot about Andrew Benintendi. So is he just not?
I mean, they haven't said anything. If we wake up tomorrow and he's just like on the roster, that'd be crazy. But I don't think. I mean, they've had Carpenter in like the Instagrams. Like he's
Carpenter's
obviously
back.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But like if Benintendi was back, like wouldn't they be pumping that up too?
Yeah.
Like I just kind of assumed that he's done. I'll look it up on Twitter, but like they haven't. Like we would have heard. Like we're not living under a rock or anything.
That's a bad blow. I mean, it's been a bad blow.
It's a horrific blow.
Because
two guys.
I mean, those are two top.
Like nobody's talked about it. Like I don't know. Well,
Zero.
Yeah.
I remember the article, the NJ.com article I sent you a while ago said like he wasn't like he's still like not good.
We watched it together and I was just like he tore something. Like he tore something. He's not just gonna. The thing when he tore something. Like it's not like. That's why I wasn't even bringing him up as like a potential thing to come back. Cause like when you tear something, you can't just play on it. But like they're just calling DJ's thing a toe. It's like either something's like really, really wrong and it's like bad, or like what? Like he would be playing through it if it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just annoying. These last 2 years have just been like you got to take care of your body.
I agree.
And
it's a big part of it.
And the organization did all they could. They sat him for 2 months. Like, I don't know. Just frustrating.
It is. And speaking of frustrating, and I think this is where my excitement begins is, and I know it's like the thing to say is like, oh, like who's been like on the mound when you've lost the postseasons that
addition by subtraction.
Exactly.
That's what I have to say.
It's
about
like
this.
See you later, stupid. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Aroldis Chapman, I don't like you at all. I haven't liked you in a very long time. I can go all the way back to like 2017 when I was an 8th grader going into my freshman year when you gave up that home run to Rafael Devers in the left center bullpen, and I was crying. And I was like 13 or 14, but you've been bringing pain to me every single year. So
that is way too old to be crying over a regular season baseball game.
Well, I was worked up. All right. I think Austin Romine tripled off Chris Sale that night, and I lost my mind.
Here's something, man.
Yeah.
Here's something, man.
Well, here's the thing. That was a hectic game. So there's a lot of emotions going on.
Don't do that.
103. I mean, it was more shock. I was teary-eyed.
Think about it. We wouldn't have Joe's McFly if it wasn't for that game, probably.
Right. Yeah, there would have had to have been something else. But Aroldis Chapman just has been dead to me for a very long time. He pitched great in that 2017 postseason. Right? Yeah, and I mean he gave up a walk-off in like one of the Houston games early on.
But that wasn't on him. You remember that Gary?
Yeah. So like I don't know. It's just like
no, it's fine. It's fine. He's done. I mean, what are you gonna say? He's done. It's over. Thank God. We're never gonna spend money on a bullpen arm again.
Ever.
Ever.
Because
Like ever.
year
Like
after
it's
year,
done.
teams prove that they don't have to. And then a guy like Josh Hader like comes over. He's like Josh Hader, and he stinks. It's like Zach
No, it's
Britton,
done.
Adam
It's done.
Ottavino. No more. No
Adam
more.
Ottavino almost blew the game in game 2. He walked 4 straight batters.
Yeah. Well,
this
I'm just
year.
talking about when we signed him.
No, but even like these guys get paid and then they're never
Good.
good again. I don't know how the guy in the
Betances.
Angels did. Yeah,
Oh,
another
Iglesias.
one. Yeah, well,
You know-
their games didn't matter, so it like.
He got traded to Atlanta.
Oh, that's right.
So I
That's
mean, he
crazy.
had a good season.
Year 1 into the contract, they traded him.
Yeah.
Holy
I just think
angels.
they realized that why are we paying a guy when we can't even get to the ninth inning with a
Yeah,
lead?
no, that's
Like, what's the
insane.
point? So I think Diaz is
Never
going to
again.
get paid. Diaz will get paid. Jansen got paid, but these are guys where it's like year in and year out, like they're doing what they got to do. When you're giving a guy like Zach Britton like a bunch of money, you can't do that.
They're already learning. Even Jansen only got 1 year.
Yeah. So
Like it's starting already. Like they're going 1 year high
Liam
AAV,
Hendricks,
which is all you.
Liam Hendricks, like come on. Kendall
You do not have
Graveman.
to tell
These
me
guys
about
get
Liam Hendricks.
these guys get
It
paid,
goes
man.
like
and they're not even that good.
the
It's just
the Trumpets are heading to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
That was insane. I was just gonna say I was so mad when everyone was clowning them for the Trumpets coming off the going when he came in down 4-0 and they did the Trumpets, and then it all showed where we brought Mo in game 7 of 04 down 10-3.
Okay.
And we played the Sandman.
Yes. Here's the difference. They had like a camera trailing Diaz out of the bullpen. Like it was like a cinematic like experience. And it's like, what are they going to do? Not play any music when a guy's running out? But it was how they showed it. It was like they were just trying to like do it for TV. Like imagine being there. Okay, but like when they're like okay, if Mr. Met wasn't doing the trumpet and he was just running in,
that's what it was. It was so corny.
It was just like they did too much. If Mr. Met's not playing the trumpet, then the Mets did whatever. It was just ESPN for the camera.
That's it. Yeah, exactly.
But like Mariano, is just running out to his song like it's like a hitter going up to the plate. Like what are we supposed to do? Like not play a song? Like so
no, I know.
I don't know. I think that got a little too much attention, but it's really
for sure, but
ESPN
it always does.
for just being sellouts and just trying to catch the eye of, they could have been playing commercials when that was happening. Like,
no, it's yeah. I mean, it's just very funny. The Mets, good season.
Yeah, 100 win team. Doesn't even make it on a wild card run.
Good job.
Nice.
Oh, speaking of that, they're done. They're done.
They're done.
It's over. It's literally over. Scherzer's done. DeGrom's gone. It's done. Nice. All right, moving on. They don't matter.
Chapman. Luke. What do you feel about Chapman?
I thought I already said. I mean, he's done. He sucks. Like I don't know. It's just there's nothing. Yeah. I mean, I almost like. I kind of knew we weren't gonna win in most of the years. Like by the time it got to the Altuve one, it was like obviously super emotional because DJ just tied it or whatever. But it never really felt like we had a good enough team in 19 or 20. But just going back and seeing Chapman always being the one, it's like, dude, you gotta go. Like we gotta get this.
It couldn't have been Chad Green once. Like, come on. Because then it's like, all right.
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah, he stinks.
That's what I mean. Like, he's supposed to do that. He kind of did. He gave up a 3-run home run in 2019 Game 6.
Oh, the opener. That was that game. That was that
If
same
the
exact game.
Yankees, okay. If
Did
the
you notice
Yankees,
that? That was the exact same game.
yeah, no, I know that if they do the opener or the JA Happ or like something ridiculous like that
It's
again,
not happening. How
like
in what
oh my
realm?
god, dude, I'm gonna go Frank the Tank here, dude. They're gonna like bring out Scotty for us in like the second inning, and it's gonna be like, yeah, or like
Get him
Domingo
up.
Herman, Domingo Herman 1 inning to Lucas Licky, and I'm gonna just die. I'm gonna die.
We better
If
be
they,
up
if
11-0 in that game. They can if we're on the road and we throw up an 11 spot, just tell the starter not even to leave the dugout. Just give it to Lucas Licky.
no, bro, because Frankie the Yankee's gonna come back in the D and the CS, and they're gonna try something, and it's not gonna work, and it's not gonna work. They're gonna force it, and it's not gonna work.
Segment on the fly. Frankie Montas. Why? Why is he on the Yankees? Okay, I get it. You needed to trade for a
Before
starting.
you do this, can I tell them how we reacted when we found out? It was literally I was sitting in the front seat of a car. He was sitting in the back, and we were both on Twitter. And I just turned around and I went, and like that epitomizes it. It's just like here we go again, and we knew it too. And there's nothing you could do. And we were complaining about what we gave up, but it's not about what we gave up. It's just because we knew it wasn't going to work, and it didn't work. And we talked ourselves into it because we had to, but it never has worked, and it's never going to work.
Like, why were the Giants gatekeeping Carlos Rodon? Like, what was the point of that?
We could have got Carlos Rodon and Jock Peterson and been electric.
No, but like, what was up with that? Because the Giants traded nobody, and I'm pretty sure
they're getting Judge. Because they think they're getting Judge. He has an option.
Rodon has an opt out though.
Why would he opt out? Does he get like 20 mil? Did he
Yeah,
pitch good enough to opt out? Probably. Yeah, he
but
did.
he's only got a
He's
year
shoved
left, so he can actually get more guaranteed money. I don't understand why they didn't trade him, but back to Frankie Montas.
If he opts out, yeah, that's crazy. No, I mean, it's
back to Frankie. I'm so done. The second I saw him, my dad and I were watching it, and my dad said, he's got a mustache of a 13-year-old. He's the worst. He doesn't even look like a human. He's an NPC. He's fake.
he had more shoulder MRIs with the Yankees than quality starts.
Dude, do you know how many starts he got pulled out in Oakland? Like this year alone. I remember getting fantasy alerts because he was on my fantasy team for some reason. I won that fantasy league, by the way.
Was that the
Frankie Montas was pulled from, I think, 6 different starts in Oakland because they were just trying to be careful so that they could trade him.
It's like the best thing they've ever done.
Yeah. I'm so sick of that guy. If I see him pitching in the postseason in any capacity, I'm going to get mad. I don't care if we're winning by okay. If we're up by 35 runs, he can pitch and he can just pitch the whole game. But oh no, like he can't start.
They're gonna bring him back as an opener. That's what they're gonna do. I'm telling you, that's what they're gonna open. They're gonna go him the Domingo in Game 4 when we're up 2-1 and with the World Series in our grasp. They're gonna go Frankie Montas to Domingo Herman, and then it's not gonna work, and then we're gonna lose. Book it.
Why would they ever do that?
Cole Game 1, Nestor Game 2, Sevy Game 3, and then they're like, "Oh, we got Montas back." Yeah.
There's a travel day, no?
They won't go short. I mean, they don't really like. You really think Cole would go 1-4-7?
If it meant freaking pitching Frankie Montas and Domingo Herman, yeah.
Let's hope.
All right. Well,
I hope
that's
we get in that
Frankie.
position. I
And
hope
the
we get in that position to be scared about this.
and the
That would
fact
be
that
nice.
he's under contract next year makes me so mad.
Oh, we gotta watch
So
it again. It's
mad.
gonna be like last year's Jameson Tyone year, where it's like, oh, he's 1 year away. It's like, well, that doesn't help us because he's gone after this year.
JMO, I love JMO. If we're putting it up against Frankie Montas, I love JMO. Like I love JMO because I know JMO's gonna give it his all, and he's not gonna look like he just watched his goldfish die. Like Frankie Montas, his persona, the look of him is just not there. He should be pitching in Detroit, anywhere else.
He
Pitch him
looks like
any.
he looks like he's never lifted a single weight in his life.
He just
Like there
eats.
isn't. It's
He just
not even like
eats.
he's like fat, but there's no muscle anywhere. He's just a doughboy. Like, like he's not that fat. Like that's another. He's really not. But there's nothing else there.
There's nothing there. The dude's just
All he has is a left shoulder, not the right one
yeah,
though.
not the right one, not the one he throws with. So speaking of
All right.
JMO and Domingo, they're both in the bullpen for the DS.
Oh yeah.
It's weird. This bullpen's weird. So let's just name the guys. We'll go
Wait.
back.
You don't think they would go JMO up 2-1?
Yeah, no, they would just pitch JMO. They wouldn't do an
That's
opener.
okay. That's no, but I mean, you said like for the DS. He froze. Oh,
So no,
he
I
froze.
can hear
I didn't
you.
hear.
No, I didn't say anything. I don't think it
Oh
was for the
no,
DS.
your picture froze. Anyway, wait. Sorry. Now
If it was the championship series, it's a 7-game series, and you're up 2-1. You pitch JMO.
no, I'm saying DS. We're up 2-1. You don't think they would go JMO?
Against the Guardians, yes.
That's what I mean, because they would try to do the thing where they don't
Have to use Cole.
have to call. Yeah. Could get interesting. So I think Domingo's only in the pen, but they're only carrying if Domingo's in the pen, then and they're doing like 12 pitchers, that's still 8 relievers. So it's still like enough. Right?
Yeah. I don't know. Like I
I
let's go
think they
back and
traditionally do 12, I think.
yeah, I mean it's a 25 man. Goes back down to
Why is this so
25.
bright?
Um
So then that's yeah, that makes
so
sense.
who are
I don't
our
know.
sort of thing relievers? It's Efros, it's
Loizaga.
Loizaga.
Here, it was on Twitter. It's Efros, Loizaga, I mean Domingo, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3 here. It was on Twitter. I'll just pull it up. Yeah, so the pitchers would be so Domingo, Lou Trevino, Loizaga, Efros, Schmidt, Wandy, Holmes, Licky. Is that 13?
That's 8.
Oh, and then the 4 starters: Cole, Nestor, Sevy,
Yep.
Jamo. That's 12, right? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's pretty
I
much
mean,
what it is.
okay, so I'll ask you this. It's a 2-1 game in game 1. You haven't pitched Holmes and Loizaga. Those are your only 2 options. Who's closing the game?
Loizaga for sure. Not even a question.
Not Holmes.
It's not even close. No, it's not even close. Holmes doesn't look good since July.
Yeah.
Like since
So
that first
Loizaga
hiccup,
has, yeah.
he never got better. I think Efros is closer over Holmes. I think Loizaga is. They would probably put Wandy in over him. Like not Lou Trevino. Like I think all of these guys are above Holmes, and partly because he was just like on the IL too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Holmes is like the 6th inning guy at this point. I mean, he's not healthy and he's not good anymore. So Not saying he
Yeah.
can't be, but just like where things stand right now. And he's not like a get out of a jam guy. Like, I don't know. It's definitely, no, they will close. Yeah, Wandy's the get out of the jam guy. It's going to be Efros or Loizaga. I'm pretty confident.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
like the rest of our guys like aren't that good, so I don't know. Like
I
what
know,
happens when we
it's
need
weird.
like an out or two?
It's like the first postseason that we don't have a set closer going in.
Give us set anything going.
It's a closer by committee, and that's scary.
So
Because
like when a guy blows it in game one, someone else is gonna do it in game two. Like that doesn't
yeah,
really do
no,
much for me.
that's what I'm saying.
That's
It's
not
like,
good. It's not
or
good.
it could go
at
the
all.
other way around where someone looks good and then they pitch the next one, they pitch the next one, they pitch like something like
Which
that.
that's traditional, but yeah, I
But it's
mean
like we don't have a lot of games to mess with, work
that's
with
what I mean.
here.
It has to they have to
Has
get it
to
right the
work.
first. I mean, pretty much high leverage guys. It's like Loizaga and F. All right, let's do a tree.
If I got to do one, if I have to pick one to close out games, it's Afros.
Okay.
That's my number one.
I'm personally, I'll say Loizaga. I think. I don't know why.
Only because Loizaga hasn't closed any games this year, and Efros has
You close like one
couple.
couple. Okay. Yeah. So my tree right now for like people in the bullpen is it's like Loizaga and Efros are the first tier. The
Mhm.
second tier is, oh my god, dude, we're not good in the bullpen at all.
I know.
Lou Trevino's our fourth best reliever.
Who's
It's
third?
Wandy.
Yeah,
And then
Schmidt.
Clay after that, Schmidt, Licky. Dude, Schmidt's been terrible. Like
I know.
we haven't been good at like any relievers.
I think if Clark Schmidt, if Clark Schmidt can figure it out, things are going to look a little bit better.
Domingo Herman may have to come in high leverage in relief out of the bullpen. If it's between him and
this
what,
is
like
what this is
Schmidt,
this is why not having Marinaccio is bad. Really bad.
I mean, he doesn't like fix that problem. He makes it easier.
No,
though.
but he's a high leverage relief pitcher.
He would be on that tier with Wandy and Lou, and it's just
the best of those three.
No, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think you trust them the most. Trust him the most. He's been good for like half a year. Like trust wise, he looked the best.
In terms of trust, okay, but his pitches are just better than I think.
Oh yeah.
So
Wandy and Trevino aren't.
I trust his repertoire more than I trust him, the person. But yeah,
that's what I mean. Like trust wise, he's probably on par with those two. But it's like,
yeah,
they're gonna have to pitch Domingo high leverage, I think, which is
or JMO.
Well, no, he's like a starter.
Yeah.
So Clark's gonna be like the long guy, and Domingo's gonna be kind of a rover, I guess.
Yeah.
Dude, we always come into the season and we think we have a grasp on things, and we are worried about Domingo Herman pitching out of the bullpen because Ron Marinaccio got injured.
It's a long season.
Man, you know who would be great?
Who?
Michael King.
Yeah. Yep.
That was so stupid.
I mean, that's where it all started.
All right, I don't want to get upset. The Cleveland Guardians.
Well, Matt Carpenter's back, and he's going to be our DH.
But like, hopefully. So, all right, let's do that. Rizzo's definitely going to play first. Glaber's definitely going to play second.
Yep. IKF short.
IKF's definitely going to play short. Is Donaldson going to play third? Like, probably, right?
Until he goes 0 for 9.
So then, no, but wait. If Carpenter DHs, we have 4 spots for Waldo, Bader, Judge, Stanton.
Yeah. Waldo's on the bench.
They're not going to bench Waldo, I don't think. I think Carpenter's going to come off the bench.
Okay. That's fair. So
or can Waldo play third?
Stanton DHs. Oswaldo plays left. Bader plays center. Judge plays right.
But I like Carpenter in the lineup like a lot better. Like a lot better.
It all depends on if he can physically do it.
I mean, if he can physically pinch hit, he should be able to physically DH. It's the same thing.
You're
Like,
right.
obviously, that's like a square thing to say. It's not that easy, but it kind of is.
Okay. Well, and then on the bench, you need a catcher, Higashioka. One of those guys that we just named, the extra guy.
Yeah. And then if DJ's off, Peraza's on, I think.
Peraza is on, and then that would be
We have 2 more.
12.
Well, no. Yeah, we have 2 more because it's
probably LeCastro
and then Hicks or Marwin probably, right?
or Wade.
It'd be LeCastro over Wade. LeCastro or Wade's never like a good base runner. He's kind of a goof, I feel like.
He
He's
can
just
bunt.
fast.
He can bunt.
But like I think they'll go LeCastro.
Probably. Yeah, no, Timmy Lowe needs to be on the team.
They would have had Wade see major league pitches, so probably LeCastro. And then it Hicks or Marwin, and you go Marwin because versatility, I think.
I mean, yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Well,
Wait,
if you already have
then?
Cabrera,
No. Yeah, because Cabrera can play the outfield. Exactly. Yeah.
So I guess you could go Hicks. I don't know.
Wait. If yeah, no, you. I don't know, man. I mean, it's tough because you have enough infield, right?
Yeah.
Because what do you have, DJ? Or you don't have?
No, you don't have DJ.
You don't have DJ.
Stinks.
I mean, Donaldson. Oh, it'd be Donaldson. Well, Donaldson's starting.
Yeah.
Kind of has to be Marwin, no? Well, it depends. Yeah, it has to be. I mean, we'll find out. It's not worth kicking ourselves, but I think it probably has to be.
By the time this episode's posted, the roster will be out.
So it's fine. It's fine.
So
is Judge hitting leadoff?
I was thinking so. I mean,
yeah, I think so too. I mean, we don't have a leadoff hitter, and I said that when we had DJ and Benintendi.
So
yeah. I mean, when we had LeMahieu and Benintendi, I still didn't think we had a leadoff hitter. I think you just go. I think you go Judge. You go Judge Rizzo Stanton out the gate. That's what I think you do.
Judge Rizzo Stanton,
and then
Donaldson.
Donaldson's our 4.
Is Glaber our 4?
He has to be. Dude, Donaldson hits 220.
4, Donaldson 5, Oswaldo 6.
Really? Josh Bader, Donaldson that high.
Bader 7. Trevino 8. IKF 9.
They gotta find a way to get Matt Carpenter in this lineup and bat him 5th. I don't even care.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Can Waldo play third? Can Waldo play third? We don't have a left fielder. It doesn't matter. We don't have a left fielder.
Stanton.
That would be insane.
Okay, so if Matt Carpenter's here, it's Judge, Rizzo, Stanton,
Glaber,
Carpenter, Cabrera. No, Cabrera wouldn't be playing.
Yeah, that's the problem. So it'd be Donaldson 6.
Donaldson 6.
Bader 7.
Bader 7. Trevino 8. IKF 9.
I like that a lot better, but it like completely compromises our defense. Yeah. Because Bader's playing out of position if he's even playing. Well, if Stanton's in right.
Stanton's in left.
He's not, though. They're not going to put him in left.
Okay.
He's still on one leg. Like, I think we forget that.
Well, I mean, they wouldn't put someone out of position in the playoffs, so that kind of speaks to what we're looking at here.
So, yeah, is it really Josh
Kind of just means Carpenter's not going to start.
Well, they would put Stanton in right.
Then where are they going to put Bader?
I mean, low-key a defensive replacement, if we're being honest. That makes us better.
Who plays left?
Cabrera.
Oh.
That makes us better.
Yeah.
Judge center. Judge can play center. and then they do the song and dance in like the 6th inning where they take Cabrera's bat out of or Carpenter's bat out of the lineup. But that's like reverse pinch hitting. That's weird. Like we lose a impact bat in the 6th.
Yeah.
They may try that though. Like after, depending on when Carpenter hits. Like if Carpenter hits in like the 7th inning, they would probably.
Yeah.
I like that a lot better. They're not savvy enough to actually do it, but I like it a lot better because then we have both bats in the line. Then it's Judge, Rizzo, Stanton, Glaber, Carpenter, Donaldson, Cabrera, Trevino, IKF.
Yeah.
That's a sick lineup.
I don't know about sick, but yeah,
It is, I'd say.
it's solid.
The only people that aren't plus at where they're at is Donaldson. And he could be a playoff hero, as we've been reminded many times.
So is Miguel Castro going to make this postseason roster?
No shot. I don't think there's a chance. I mean, he hasn't pitched. Like, you can't.
How about your boy Abreu?
I mean, if something happens to one of our guys, like if Lakey doesn't show up for Friday practice or something, but you know what else?
See ya. So let's talk about the Guardians. This is what we're looking at. Quan in left, Rosario at short, Jose Ramirez at third, Josh Naylor at first, Oscar Gonzalez in right, Andres Jimenez at second, Will Brennan, the rookie, DHing, Austin Hedges, and Miles Straw.
I mean,
they have a scrappy lineup. They have a couple bobbers. They have a couple guys who can run into fastballs. Josh Naylor. Pretty much that's just it. But they can swing it. But they're solid in both. They're solid starting pitching. They have solid bats, but nothing's good. Their bullpen is not good.
I think top to bottom, their bats are a little below average.
Okay.
A little bit. Just slightly. I was just saying for matchup purposes, we should not have a significant problem beating this team.
I don't think so.
Wait, so it's 2-2-1, right? 2 at home, 2 on the road, 1 at home.
Yeah.
We should win this series in 4 games, realistically.
Yep.
They should have to use their whole A game in one of the games to beat us. We got to win at home. I mean, it's like the most obvious thing to say about the playoffs. You got to win at home. You got to win at home.
That's what you got to do.
I mean, we face Cal Quantrill tomorrow.
I forgot about Cal Quantrill.
Go nuts.
He's actually very solid.
But he's a regular season solid. There's a difference. When you take the mound in October, you have to be a dog or you're going to get hit.
He had a 3.3.
It doesn't matter.
ERA.
He had a 3.38. That's a little bit better than I thought.
And then the year before, he had a 2.89.
We should kill this guy. He's one of those guys that you should just hit in October, especially in game 1. You have to come out. This
is like when we faced Jake Odorizzi against the Twins. We're going to score 3 or 4 runs, and he's going to go 5 innings. And hopefully that's enough.
We should not let him get through that 5th inning.
Yeah. Because you go down and look at their bullpen, you've got...
He's going to go 4 innings, and we're going to eat them alive.
Lesack, Longman, Aniel De Los Santos, who's had a good year, Eli Morgan, Sam Hanches, Trevor Steffen, Karinchak, Class A.
I mean, if your second best reliever is that lunatic Karinchak
had a 2.08 ERA,
but he's crazy. Where does that rank? What's his name? His first name?
39 innings, so not that many.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. We should be able to handle these guys.
No, we'll be fine. I mean, and then
there's There's nothing that scares you.
And then if they did go to another pitcher, it would be Savali, who has pitched well against us before.
It's another
But
thing.
I'm not scared of him at all.
Bieber's pitching game 2, right?
Yep.
I like that he's another one. I like that we get him at the stadium.
Yeah. I do
I
too.
like that we get a shot at him at the stadium.
I,
I mean, he couldn't pitch against us at home with no fans in the stands. So we should
let's do our prediction for the series. You go first.
see Yankees in 4.
All right. I have the Yankees sweeping.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they should.
They should. And then they need the key is making sure you win game 1. However, but in games 2 and 3 against their 2 good starters, you get the bats going. So then when you have to travel to Houston or stay home and play Seattle, you're already, ready. Because if you come out and win the first 3 games 2-0, 3-1, 4-2, you're going to score like no runs against Houston. Like 0. Like you need to put your foot in the ground.
We can't be playing on the heels.
Right.
We
So
need to obviously we have to win the games. Like we would take a sweep, low scoring.
Yep.
But it's more certain guys have to show that they're right.
Yeah.
I need a big hit out of Rizzo at some point. I need a big hit out of Stan at some point. Obviously, Judge is going to be Judge. I need the rest to show that they're competent in October. I mean, he's another one. Like he gets a couple hits. It's like, all right, they don't have to go ballistic, but they can't let either of these 2 starters shut them down. Because then the momentum is all screwed up. We have to go play Verlander. We have to go play Castillo. We have to go play Valdez. We have to go play all these guys. And we cannot, it can't be an option. I love that we're talking about the Mariners like they have any shot.
Well, here's the thing. The Astros own the Mariners, but I think the Mariners are going to take the Astros to 5 games. No, 4 games. Astros are going to win, but they'll take them to 4. And that 4th game is going to be close. The Astros are going to come out on top, win, and then we'll be.
They're going to win
the
Astros are going to win all 3 games by a combined 20 runs. It's not going to be close.
Yep.
They're going to win every game it's going to go 4 games. Games 1, 3, and 4 are going to be 8-1, 8-1, and 7-1. And then the game Castillo pitches, they're going to win 3-1.
Just no faith.
None of these games are going to be fun to watch, entertaining at all. It's going to be the most vanilla series of baseball you've ever seen.
But guess what? You and I are both Mariner fans.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm saying all this right now? Because I have a history.
So do I.
They may win those games
in many different ways.
It may not be 8-1. It may be 10-1. I think I'm underselling them a little bit.
I think it's 13, actually. I feel pretty good. Now, I want to tell a story. First off, we haven't talked about it, but this guy right here did some historic stuff. I mean, I know I'm going to talk about the numbers, but there wasn't a more dominant season that I've ever watched. And I know that's obvious,
Never.
but it's just it was pure insanity. It was those 2 weeks where he was kind of stalling. He wasn't stalling. They were stalling.
He was walking and getting singles.
I mean, it was insane. This guy was just, I mean, and I like to go back to this. because when we did our award predictions, when we were sitting in Sadler 505, and you made like the worst award predictions like of anyone ever.
Josh Jung cracked the league though. He was
did.
hitting some home runs.
I said
That-
that if Judge doesn't sign the extension, this was a day before the season started, he was going to win the MVP. And I know he's going to win the MVP. It was like so cool because I've watched this guy grow. You've watched this guy grow. He's a complete player now, and he's complete in every single way. And he's so good at everything. There's not one thing the guy's not good at. Nothing. So back to my story. My dad told me about this today, which, bothered me. The Yankees had a family day at the stadium recently. I don't know if you've heard about this, Luke. The
Family
Yankees
day.
They've had a family day. That's when they invite all the players to bring their families to the field. They can go on the field and hang out and talk. There's probably some food involved, I'm sure. So the judges came. Aaron, his wife, and the dog. Okay. Aaron was away from his wife, and the dog went number 2 on the field. Okay. Somebody who is high up in the front office, like the main marketing person, was on the field, blanking on the name, just ripped on Aaron's wife, went nuts on her. Absolutely nuts.
How have I not heard about this? What?
And Judge hears about this and splits.
Bro.
And
Hold on.
I don't know if it's been released yet, but
It hasn't. How do you know this?
because my dad was speaking with someone in the Phillies front office. Very, very annoying to hear. And it just so happened that a day later, the Giants are all in trying to sign Aaron Judge. I don't know if this is released yet or if I'm
It's not. I mean,
spilling
it's not.
some tea, but this isn't something you make up. This is bad. If we don't win the World Series, he's gone. If we win the World Series,
Oh,
he's gone. Luke, they yelled at his
Okay.
wife. He's Babe Ruth. He's Mickey Mantle. He's Roger Maris. He's Derek Jeter. He's all that. And they yelled at his wife because the dog went number 2 on the field. They yelled at her. And he said, you know what? I'm leaving. We're leaving. I'm gone. That's inexcusable.
We pay him the most money. He'll be back. And that guy's got to get fired.
It's one of those things that didn't need to happen. Didn't need to happen.
Well, they'll show him. Well, if he brings it up, they'll just fire the guy. Like, for sure. Like,
So,
that guy disrespected your wife. He's fired, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. That's all they have to do. It's very simple. That shows our loyalty to the judges and the dog.
And the dog.
What
do you think the dog's name is?
It's gonna make a DUI joke that I'm not gonna make.
Oh. Dewey?
Yeah, like something like that.
I think it's Duke.
Duke. Man.
He was a Fresno State Bulldog.
Yeah, if he leaves, he's going to the Giants.
Yeah. Oh, and they also want Trey Turner.
I saw that.
If they get both of those guys, you'll have Soto, Tatis, Betts and Freeman, Turner and Judge. all in the same division. I mean, every game's a bloodbath.
That's crazy. And
Yeah.
you say Machado
Oh, no, I didn't.
or Tatis?
Oh, I said Tatis and Soto.
Okay. Yeah.
And Trent Grisham.
Man. Oh, and
And-
Jacob DeGrom after
and
this year.
Oh, yeah, Joe Musgrove, too.
Fool Joe. Couldn't have been more wrong. I said he was Jameson Taillon with a little more moxie, and he was going to fold in the playoffs. He maybe had the greatest, like, on-the-road performance I've ever seen in recent. Not ever, but, like, recent. Yeah, he had icy hot on his ears. Like, big deal. I don't know.
I do
It's
that
not
all the
sticky.
time. I do that when I'm taking my tests. Do they check me? No.
No. Yeah, that's like writing the formulas on your arm. It's like everybody does it. Can we just what are you
Yeah, I
gonna
put
do?
icy hot on my ears and it burns the what out of
Buck
my
thought
ears.
Buck thought he was doing something. To be fair though, if they did that and then they scored like 2 runs, like I think Lindor came up with a runner on in the next half inning. If he goes deep there, the whole game's different and Buck looks like a genius.
Well, here's the thing. I also heard some more insider information because I'm just like that. One of my classmates here at SU, I won't disclose names, knew somebody in Steve Cohen's box, and they saw on TV Musgrove going to his ear and something on his ear. So Steve Cohen proceeded to call Buck in the dugout to go check it out, and Buck went and checked it out. Because you can't really see something like that from the dugout.
No, yeah, I mean, I saw it once. We were watching the game on mute, and I saw all the people going out. And when I saw the umps out, I just like figured it was the
so
sticky stuff.
cringy. It was so cringy. It
No,
was like
but
they were
then
like touching his ear.
but then they showed his face, and we were sitting there, and I was just like, "Oh my god, his ears! They were just like so shiny on camera, like
And
it
then
was
dry as a
hilarious."
bell.
I mean, it wasn't just probably just icy hot or whatever Maben said, or like I
But
don't know.
that
It was
stuff
just
dries. It just leaves a
I mean,
shiny.
it was probably mixed with sweat, like
Yeah.
he definitely wasn't because if it was sticky, they would have found it then. Like I don't know what people are saying.
And they would have
I
booed
don't.
him.
That's what I
It
mean.
was like when they
Whatever.
went up to Scherzer. Girardi checked on Scherzer, and Scherzer like unbuckled his pants, and like it was like that.
Yeah, it's what are you gonna do?
So Musgrove had every right to show up the Mets after that.
Oh, and Machado did too. That was awesome. And then
Yeah,
they
I mean,
threw at Machado. That was nuts.
Did you see Alonso like hit Profar in the back? He's such a
Yeah,
putz. He's such a
if
putz.
I could have one player just removed from Major League Baseball, it would be Pete Alonso, and I wouldn't even blink. I would blink and think about Liam Hendricks, and then I would choose Pete Alonso.
No, Liam Hendrick doesn't do enough to delete him.
Every
No, I mean in terms of like statistics. He doesn't. He's not enough. Pete Alonso's like a human.
Should be the only guy left after this year.
No, he's a polar bear. I'm sorry.
DeGrom to the Braves, Diaz to the Braves,
Diaz to the Dodgers.
Diaz to the Dodgers, Brandon Nimmo to the Rockies. What was the other one? There's one more. McNeil, maybe.
No, I think if Nimmo's leaving, the Yankees should try to sign him.
Yeah. Do we have Bader next year?
Yeah, but we don't have a left fielder.
Can Nimmo play left? Then yeah, we should completely.
Yeah, no, I mean that pretty much wraps things up. Bark is back.
Playoffs.
I'm not going to name the episode Bark is back because I think I've done that like 4 times. So the Bark is back. You'll see it. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, iHeartRadio, wherever. It's back. The playoffs are here. I am going to do my best to find some time to continue talking playoff baseball. If by next Monday the Yankees are moving on or knocked out, there will probably be an episode. There's no guarantees. Hey, maybe Luke will do a solo episode. We will see. The Bark needs to be active. It's October, and we're ready to go. All right?
All good.
All right. Thank you guys for listening and watching, and we will see you guys soon. Let's go Yankees.